Hello and welcome. Okay, I hope you're really excited today about exponential functions. Okay, enough of this nonsense, right? Why should you be interested in exponential functions? Because we are actually going to talk about logarithms today. Okay, and what? I thought, no, it didn't click wrongly. This is a logarithms video, but I need to tell you that in order to learn logarithms, you need to have this exponential functions concept of this pat down solid, like really solid. Okay, I know so many students who struggle with logarithms when in actual fact what they need help with is exponential functions. Okay, so what I'm going to call this the base. This is the base. Okay, this is the power, or we call the exponent, or the index. Okay, and I don't really have a name for this part. If anybody knows what the proper name of this, that'll be good. You can let me know in the comments, but I'm just going to call this the result. Okay, the result. So you know why many students struggle with exponential functions? And that is because we are so used to functions that look like this. Y equals to x. There are only two letters here, two unknowns over here, right? Whereas in the exponential functions, you kind of have three things you can change. And when you change these three things, you might be wondering, if I change B, how does it affect A or C? Or if I change C, how does it affect A and B? So I'm going to give you a quick tip on how to quickly learn exponential functions and also logarithms. And that is, most of the time, okay, we're going to treat the base as something stationary, something that doesn't really change. Yeah, so you can think of the base, when we talk about base as in the English word, it's usually something at the bottom, like a foundation, something that's really sturdy and doesn't really move. So that is the base. You can think of it as something that doesn't really change. One way to think about it is like, you can think of it as currency. Like if I go to Singapore, I use Singapore dollars. If I go to Malaysia, I use Malaysian ringgit, right? You don't really use other kind of currencies when you go to, say, Malaysia. You only use mostly ringgit. And that is the base currency over there. All right. So it's kind of like we don't really change the base. Okay. Right. So if you're okay with that idea, let's go into logarithms.